Good day, good day. I am Mr. Amazingly Phenomenal, and today I bring to you an amazing video. I've been gone for a little bit. I'm back. You know, you're used to and accustomed to me doing the 5-minute videos. Today I'm bringing you something that's going to be a little bit different though. Strip down all of the motivation, all of the drive, all of the ambition, strip down everything that you're accustomed to. I want you to get just you, a mirror, and I want you to become your own evaluation scale, okay? Today we're gonna talk about insecurities. We're gonna talk about why we are insecure as people, and we're gonna talk about the things that affect our insecurities and what our insecurities actually affect about us, okay? So let's get to the bottom part of it. Just like any tree, right? We are trees, we have roots. Every decision that we make, everything that we are, started from somewhere. We started from somewhere, right? So when we think about insecurities, these insecurities started from somewhere for us. So our family and our friends, they could possibly be a reason why we are insecure. We make jokes about each other, right? When we're growing up as kids and different things like that. Oh, you're short. Oh, you're tall. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're skinny. You're dark. You're this. All of these different things from our own family, friends, and peers. However, those can be reasons why we don't believe in ourselves as much as we possibly could be. Our friends, we make jokes. We crack jokes on each other, right? We tell each other funny jokes about ourselves. However, these could be the reasons why we have these insecurities. So sometimes you've got to look back to take a step forward. So also, society. What do you always see in magazines? You only see in magazines light skin, thin, long hair, straight hair. So everybody believes that they should have muscles, or everybody believes that they should be slim, or everybody believes that if they're tall, they're not beautiful, or if they're dark, they're not beautiful, or if you're not this way, you're not beautiful. Society tells it to us. They put it in magazines. They put it in music videos. They put it in movies. They tell us exactly what they want us to look like. However, you don't have to look like that. Then another reason why we may have insecurities, traumatic experiences. The reality is there's some things that have happened to us, and this is where you really have to dig down deep, and you've got to look at the bare part of you, right? There's some things that have happened to us, whether it's been abusive relationships, whether it's been sexual assaults, whether it's been molestation, whether it's been domestic violence, whether it's been abuse by parents or abuse by loved ones. You've got to get buried. You've got to get down to the core of what it is that's actually harming you and giving you the insecurities. See, in a lot of cultures, including my own culture, there's this thing we call sweep it under the rug. And sweep it under the rug basically means act as if it never existed. Once it happens, we're never going to talk about it again. So if you were sexually assaulted, or something happened to you, or you were in a domestic violence situation, or you came from one of these situations, sweep it under the rug. That's what they're going to tell you. And the answer is don't sweep it under the rug. You've got to conquer that. You've got to conquer those demons. You've got to conquer the things that are holding you back, because these are going to be the reasons why you're making the decisions that you're making. These are going to be the reasons why you're looking at life the way that you look at life. So if you want to look at life differently, then we've got to get back and we've got to go back to all of these things, right? We've got to look at all of the things that made us and shaped us and groomed us into who we are today. So when I say my family and friends, right? I come from an environment where cracking jokes on each other is normal. It's almost a form of bullying if you think about it. Because you say to someone, "Oh, you so short. Oh, look how short you are. Look how tall you are. Oh man, you so short, you could jump and commit suicide off the curb. Oh, you so black. Oh, when I turn the lights out, all I can see is your teeth." And it's almost a form of bullying, because guess what? Now, I don't believe that me being short is going to help me in any way. Now I don't believe that me being black is going to help me in any way, or me being dark is going to help me in any way. So it harms us. And we've got to look at that, and we've got to evaluate that within ourselves, right? I open up magazines. I only see what they want to show us. They want to show us long hair. They've got a just for me kit perm, right? Where you put this perm in your kid's hair because they want your kid's hair to be straight. So guess what your kid is going to grow up doing? Having straight hair and believing that straight hair is beautiful. And that doesn't have to be the truth. The truth is you were made the way that you were made, and however you are, that's how beautiful you are. But society will tell you that something about you isn't right. Society will tell you that something about you doesn't fit in. You ain't meant to fit in. You meant to stand out. You meant to be unique. That's why we all got different fingerprints. If we were meant to fit in and be together and stand as one, we'd all look alike. We'd all have the same fingerprints. Wouldn't nothing change about us. So you're causing harm by believing that whatever society has told you is correct. These traumatic experiences that we go through and we live through and we sweep under the rug and we've cried over in our own room and we've thousands of nights we've cried and hurt and caused pain to ourselves internally because we can't tell the person who hurt us that they hurt us. We're afraid to tell the person who hurt us that they hurt us. We're afraid to leave a domestic violence situation because we're afraid that something may happen to us or to our family or to our children. But you're causing harm. You're causing harm to everything around you. See, if a tree doesn't get water and sunlight, it won't grow. And see, when you go through these things, you're not giving yourself sunlight. You're not giving yourself water. You won't grow. You won't grow as a person. So now you're creating these insecurities. And these insecurities are things that we look at and we try to ignore, and that some of it can't be ignored. Relationships, right? We get into relationships based on certain things. We believe in our relationships based on our previous relationship. So if our ex cheated on us, well, guess what we believe the next person is going to do? They're going to cheat on us. If our ex was abusive, guess what our next is going to do? Be abusive too. So you're making decisions based on your insecurities. You're accusing someone who's not even cheating that they're cheating. You're telling someone who's not doing anything wrong, treating you like gold, that they're doing something wrong. So those insecurities, you're carrying as baggage. You're lugging it around. You're putting it on top of your shoulders. You're dragging that bag of garbage with you into every situation. You can't even have friends half the time because you believe that the next friend is like your ex-friend. You got to take it for what it is. But see, your insecurities won't allow you to get past that. See, your insecurities will look at some of these things, right? And it'll haunt you. Your standards, right? You don't get what you deserve. You get what you ask for. You get what you believe is only good enough for you. So that job that you're working, it might not be the job that you want, but you don't believe that you can get a better job because all your life, somebody been telling you that you dumb. Somebody been telling you that you ain't good enough. Somebody been telling you that that's not what you can do. They've been shooting down your goals and your ambitions and everything that you want for so long that you don't even believe that you can get some of the things that you can get. Oh, you about to get a Benz? Oh, you ain't gonna never get no Benz. They don't give Benzes to people like you. Oh, you about to get a job over there? You stupid. You ain't never gonna get that type of job. You too dumb. They'll never hire you. So you take the low-end job because you're comfortable at the low-end job. because you don't believe that you qualified enough for the high-end job. You take the girlfriend or the boyfriend with no job, move them into your house, let them sit on your couch, do nothing, eat your food, suck your air, drive your car, don't put gas in it because you don't believe that you can get something better. You don't believe that you can date a lawyer. You don't believe you can date a doctor. You don't even believe you can date a sanitation worker. You only believe that you are good enough for someone who has nothing. And it's hurting you. It's hurting everything around you. These are your standards, though. Your standards are only an inch off the ground. These are the things that we go through because our insecurities. Our insecurities allow us to think that we can't get better than what we currently have. You hear people say it in relationships, right? You'll never be with somebody better than me. Well, my confidence allows me to say, yes, I will. My insecurities allow me to say, you're right. I might as well stay with you. Your insecurities, right? When it comes to sociability, you're socially awkward. We can't make eye contact with people. We can't make new friends because we don't know how to be sociable around people. We don't know how to have a conversation anymore. And this is something that's still going on today, right? We got text messaging, email, all these different forms of communication, except the one piece of communication that matters. Standing in someone's face and saying, how are you? Standing in someone's face and looking them in their eye. Standing in someone's face and showing them a smile. See, because your insecurities will have you look off to the left. Your insecurities will have you thinking that you don't need to know how to have a firm handshake. Your insecurities will have you thinking that you don't need no new friends. We all need new friends. I learned this a long time ago, right? They say if you're the smartest person in your circle, you need to change your circle. Well, that means I need to make new friends. And in order for me to make new friends, I've got to learn to be social. I've got to learn to say, hi, how are you? I've got to learn to say, hey. Just something as simple as, hey. I've got to learn to say these things. So the insecurities will allow you and hold you back. Health issues, anorexia, bulimia, however you say it, right? I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Comfort food, comfort eating. All of these things are something that society put in us because remember, we're supposed to be thin, right? Thin is healthy. If we're not thin, if we don't weigh 100 pounds, then, we're unhealthy. That's what they like to say. Or if I overeat and I have what's called gluttony, I eat when I'm nervous, or I eat when something's wrong, or I eat for comfort. After a bad breakup, I eat, or after this, I eat, or all of these different things. You're causing yourself health issues. See, that's just one part of it. The other part of it is misery, negativity. Man, that stuff eats you up inside. Someone says, Chip, why are you so positive at this point in your life? Because I spent so many years being negative that I figured I'd give positivity a try. See, because negativity, give you acid reflux. Misery, give you ulcers. See, these are the things that cause harm on the inside. You have a heart attack because of stress sometimes. People stressed out over nothing, and they having heart attacks. What you stressing about? I ain't looking at the stressing, I'm looking at the blessings. See, on the inside, I want my inside to feel joy and happiness. I don't want to have health issues. I don't want to have diabetes because I didn't eat right. I don't want to have high cholesterol because I didn't eat right. I don't want to have high blood pressure because I didn't eat right. I want to be a person who's just happy. I want to be a person who's positive on the inside. I want to be a person who takes the positivity on the inside and shows it to the world. See, you letting the negativity and the misery, you letting that eat you up on the inside. You ever seen someone they're not old, but they look old? That's because everything that's inside shows on the outside. See, I need my happiness and my joy to show on the outside. That's how you stay young. That's how you look young. See, laughing helps you stay young. Helps you keep looking young. Right? It puts you in a positive mood and a positive spirit. These are the things that you got to think about. Insecurities, that jealousy. Oh, man. AKA hating. AKA I'm hating on every single thing. I'm hating. You get a new car? I'm hating. You bought a new house? I'm hating. You got a new job? I'm hating. I'm hating on everything. Even I'm hating on the hating. I don't like that. Right? If you ever seen this movie called Belly, funny movie, cool movie, couple things. Right? There's a character in there. He's mad because these guys come to his town and they start to make a little bit of money. And he eating a banana. And he say, I don't like that. They getting money, I don't like that. People hating. Why are you hating when you can go do the same thing yourself? See, there's enough houses in the world that you can buy your own. There's enough cars in the world that you can buy your own. There's enough people in the world that you can get your own wife or your own husband or your own anything. You'll get what you want. Don't be jealous because someone's getting what they want. Don't be jealous of your friend because she bought a new purse. Don't be jealous of your man's because he bought a new watch. Don't be jealous of your brother because he bought a new car. Don't be jealous of your cousin because she moved into a new house. Be happy for him. Hey man, you may even want to ask him a question. How did you do that? Put me on so I can learn a couple things. I ain't looking for no handout. I'm looking for information and knowledge. I ain't mad that you're getting what you're getting. I'm trying to get that too. Some people look happy, but they jealous on the inside. They really don't want you to have nothing. They want you to be miserable. They try to sabotage your relationship. They tell you things about your relationship that ain't even no good for it. Oh, he did that to you? Girl, you need to cut him off. I wouldn't put up with none of it. They want you to be miserable and single because they miserable and single. Don't tell nobody. Keep some things to yourself. Keep your goals to yourself sometimes. Because you know what? You're going to run into some jealous, hating people that's going to try to sabotage your situation. And they're going to be happy to do it too. Trust me. That insecurity messes with that self-confidence. See, you either two things. You either lack confidence a lot of times, or for some of us that's really insecure, we overconfident. Right? So you see the person that lack confidence, right? They don't have no eye contact. They don't have no ambition. They don't have they can't even stand up straight. Sometimes they lack that confidence. But the worst one is the one who's overconfident. Oh, I'm the best at everything I've ever done. I'm man. Oh, you went to the Philippines? I went there too. You went to Thailand? I went there too. Oh, man, I could have played in the NBA. I could have been in the NFL. Stop. You don't have to be overconfident. You don't have to put these things out into the universe to make it seem like you're just an ordinary person. You don't have to put these things out there because you don't want people to know the real you. See, insecurities make you overconfident because you feel like people won't like you for who you are. And the truth is if you just show them who you are, people might actually still like you. See, you either lack that confidence or you overconfident. There's nothing wrong with confidence. Trust me, we should all have a little piece of it. Be confident in the things that you do. But don't be overconfident because then you're not even overconfident. You get to a point where you're just arrogant. And nobody likes an arrogant person. Just be confident about what you're doing. Insecurities create them fears. You have fear of the unknown, fear of ill health, fear of being in love. fear of having your heart broken. You have so many fears that you won't leave the house. You have so many fears that you won't go find a relationship because you feel as if your heart gonna get broke. Because guess what the last person did? Oh, they broke my heart. Oh. So you have so many fears that you can't accomplish anything because you're too busy holding yourself back. You're too busy not believing that you can get anything accomplished. Some of us have a fear of failure. This is why we never reach for success. Because it's fear of the unknown, right? I don't really know what success looks like for me. So I'm not going to get up and go try because guess what? I'm not that good at it. So you gotta give yourself a shot. But see, when someone told you that you were dumb and when you were 5 years old and they kept telling you that all your life, you believe at 20, 30, 40 years old that you're still dumb. See, when someone told you some of the things that they told you when you were 5 and 6 years old, you still believe some of those things till today. Some of the things that you got told as a child, you still believe today. You believe that your hair not good enough. That's why you out buying weaves. You believe that your face not good enough. That's why you out here putting on makeup. You believe that you're not good enough. That's why you go spend $100 on a t-shirt. You believe you're not good enough. That's why you go buy $300 Jordans. You believe you're not good enough. That's why you go and spend all your money on a car. Because you believe you're not good enough. Because they told you wasn't good enough when you was 5, and you still believe it till today. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because remember, these are things that were embedded in you. Now it's time for change. Overcome your fears. Yes, we all have a fear of the unknown because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. But you know what? Give it a shot. You never know what tomorrow may bring. Insecurities, emotional instability. You ever met a person who fall in love too fast? You ever met a person who don't fall in love at all? You ever met a person who just angry for no reason and got a temper like that? You ever met a person who just seemed like they never connect with people? Nobody likes them and they don't like nobody? You ever met a person who don't have friends? It's because they got emotional instability. See, you put yourself in this situation because you feel abandoned. So that's why you don't reach out for love. You put yourself in a situation because you feel as if everyone you've known is going to break your heart. So you never want to be in love. You put yourself in these situations because you feel as if you're looking for love. See, there's some people out here right now that's watching this video that went through a traumatic experience, and because of it, they looking for love. And they looking for it in all the wrong places. They in places that they should not be in, doing things that they should not do, all because of something that happened to them when they were 6 years old, or 11 years old, or 12 years old, or 9 years old. So they out looking for love. So they have emotional instability. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't. I'm just telling you recognize the problem. Recognize the issue. Know exactly what you got going on. See, insecurities created these things. The things that happened to you when you were 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15 are the reasons why you're making those choices and those decisions today. So if you want to make better choices and better decisions today, get back to the root of the problem. Sometimes you got to learn to cut the whole tree down. Sometimes you got to learn to say, enough is enough. And when you can learn to say enough is enough, then you can move forward. Until then, you're always going to have something holding you back. Let's start making changes today. That's your motivation for today. That's your drive for today. That's your lesson for today. Have a glorious day, and let's do what we need to do.